Hey there guys, so the last time in the anime, we saw that Jinta chose to run away from home with his sister because she was a demon, but a kind man from another village took them in. Their time flew by and Jinta fell in love with Yuki, but she became a shrine maiden and Jinta became a sentinel, so the village chief mentally forced Yuki to marry his son. And Yuki had no choice but to agree. Then a demon was sighted near the village, so Jinta went off to kill it. But another demon came into the village to show Suzu that Yuki is going to betray his brother. At that time Jinta fought the demon and became a demon himself, but on the other hand, Suzu was going nuts because she had stopped her age growth so that Yuki and Jinta could marry each other. That's why she killed Yuki right when Jinta arrived back at Shrine. He saw what Suzu did and angered by it. He refused to accept her anymore and been abandoned by the person who meant the whole world to her. She decided to destroy this meaningless world one day. Honestly, this whole mess happened because of that chief, and he shamelessly came to apologize to Jinta. But what's done is done, and Jinta now took off on a journey to prepare himself to stop Suzu when she returns, and after 3 years since that incident happened, he came back to the place where it all started. Jinta met the old man, and he left Zenji to explain things to Jinta. Zenji was a clerk here, and his boss had hired Jinta to protect his foster daughter from the demon who's showing up recently. Her daughter is 13, and the demon after her is constantly saying, "Return my daughter back to me." But then Natsu came in with her nasty temper. She heard the commotion and thought Jinya is a fraud and should be kicked out. She didn't like the idea of having him around, and Zenji was left with doing the damage control. Then at night, Natsu was sleepless and Zenji came around. He was keeping her company in case that demon shows up again. Even now Natsu thinks her dad never believed that she saw a demon. So Zenji tried to make her understand that is not the case. He loves her very much, which is why he even brought Jinya to guard her. And there the demon got back again with that same line repeating, "Return back her daughter." Zenji got frozen in his place, but Jinya showed up and cut off the demon's arm. Even now, it wasn't backing down and kept muttering the same line. And Jinya cuts her off in half. Thus, he did vanquish the demon, but as he had observed, demons only die when white mist comes out of them, so this demon will come back again. But putting that aside, this was enough to prove he's a legit demon slayer, so he asked Zenji to open up why that demon kept saying "return back her daughter." So he reveals Natsu is an adopted daughter of his boss. His boss's wife was killed by the demon in past, and his son ran off with demon, so his boss blamed himself and started hating the demons. But he promised Natsu is not a demon at all. She was a bit distressed and asked her father about Jinya, and Juuzu said he had heard rumors of a man being demon slayer on hire. So he hired him as a guard for Natsu. Natsu had heard things about her new family from others' mouth. This rumors were circulating around town about her father's wife being killed by a demon and his son being kidnapped by a she-devil. So that's the only reason he adopted Natsu to fill in the gap. That's why she was always in edge, and aside from that, Zenji and Jinya were again on the guard duty today, and this time she decided to trust him. So Jinya told her that her father cares for her deeply, and then he tried to ask her about the son who ran off. Hearing that, Natsu got ticked to even speak about this, because she thinks she also belongs to the demon who's coming here. But Jinya doesn't think that. This demon never gave birth to her. Demons are also born with union, and there are cases of demons mating with humans. But sometimes demons originate without parents. They take form from negative feelings in the place. This makes them different, like the demon in here. They don't have intelligence like other demons do. That's why Jinya asked Natsu what she wants to do with it, because this demon had appeared from her negative feelings. It came from her feelings because she wanted to have her father's focus on her. She wanted to become his real daughter, and that's why this demon had taken on a physical form. So even if Jinya kills it, the demon will come back endlessly until Natsu makes up her mind to face her fear and let it go. She wanted to get love from her father that she thought maybe being attacked by demon would let her acquire that. So Natsu finally realized she was in the wrong, and Zenji made her understand to stand up and face it. Because he knows both his boss and Natsu aren't good with words, but both deeply cares for each other. So all they got to do is speak with each other face to face, and that's it. Listening to that, Natsu finally told Jinya to kill it. She faced her fear and lets it go. That's how this time Jinya was able to kill it in a one go. Then, as Natsu went to sleep, this demon again got back because this family had another woman who could have become a demon, and the reason it keeps saying return back her daughter was talking about Jayuzis' kid that her wife gave birth to, so to make it clear it's talking about Suzu, which makes the demon in front of Jinya his own mother. He gave her the peace at last, and his job here was done, so it was time for Jinya to leave, and Natsu embarrassingly said she'll try to do better. That's why Jinya shared a bit of his past with her, that how he had ran away in fear. So he told her never repeat mistakes like he did, and cherish the family she has. There Juuzu came out and Zenji had noticed Juuzu knew Jinya would get the job done. For the first time Juuzu had put so much faith in someone. And Juuzu didn't say much, but maybe he did realize that Jinya was his son anyway. Natsu then decided to change and help out her father, but he only wants Natsu to grow up and live well. And with another bittersweet memories, Jinya was off to another destination. And right there our episode 2 ends. So stay tuned to watch the next episode, and for that subscribe the channel, and hit the bell icon to get the latest updates. Till then, take care.